Here we're asked to solve for x, and we are given a radical expression, an expression containing square roots. So we have the square root of 4x squared plus 1 is equal to 2x plus 2. So the first thing that we want to do here is remove the square root. So if we have this square root of 4x squared plus 1, and that is equal to 2x plus 2. To remove that square root, we want to go ahead and square both sides. So we square the left-hand side, and we square the right-hand side. So on the left, the square and the square root cancel each other out, leaving us with 4x squared plus 1. And then on our right-hand side here, we're going to need to FOIL this out. So we have 4x plus 2 squared, which is 4x plus 2 times 4x plus 2. So we have 2x times 2x to give us 4x squared. We have 2x times 2 for plus 4x. We have 2 times 2x to give us plus 4x. And then 2 times 2 to give us plus 4. We've got those two like terms in the middle here. So we are left with the expression 4x squared plus 1 is equal to 4x squared plus 8x plus 4. And now we're ready to start solving. So we want to recall before we begin here that in order to solve a expression algebraically, we need to set the full expression, some f of x, equal to 0. So let's rewrite our expression here so that we have enough room. We have 4x squared plus 1, and that is equal to 4x squared plus 8x plus 4. So I'm going to bring all the terms to the left-hand side here. So I'm going to subtract 4x squared from both sides. We're also going to subtract this 8x from both sides of our expression. And then last but not least, we'll subtract 4 from both sides as well. So we can see here that on our right-hand side, everything is going to combine to 0. All of those terms cancel out. So our right-hand side here is 0. We can also see 4x squared minus 4x squared on the left is 0, which leaves us with just this minus 8x minus 3. So continuing with our solving here, we're going to add 3 to both sides of the expression, leaving us with minus 8x is equal to 3. And then last but not least here, we'll divide both sides by negative 8. So negative 8 divided by negative 8 is 1, leaving us with a beautiful final answer of negative 3/8. And now we want to be careful here. We want to make sure that this is a valid solution. So let's check our answers. And we're going to check here by substituting this x value into the original expression, which was defined as the square root of 4x squared plus 1. And we want to make sure that is going to be equivalent to 2x plus 2, specifically when x here is negative 3/8. So everywhere you see an x, we want to replace that with 3/8. So I have the square root of 4 multiplied by a negative 3 divided by 8 squared plus 1. And we want to check, is that going to be equal to 2 times negative 3/8 plus 2. So simplifying our left-hand side here, this is going to be the square root of 4 times 9 divided by 64 plus 1. And then on our right-hand side here, we know that 2 is going to go into 8 4 times, which leaves us with a negative 3/4 plus 2. We can also notice on the left-hand side here, we can simplify. We know that 4 goes into 64 16 times. So our left-hand side is the square root of 9 divided by 16 plus 1. Again, we're still checking, is that going to be equal to negative 3/4 plus 2? So to combine these terms into a single fraction, I'm going to rewrite 2 as 2 divided by 1, and we'll multiply the top and bottom here by 4 to get a common denominator. So that becomes negative 3/4 plus 8/4. And if we combine those together, we can simplify to 8 minus 3, which is 5/4. So this is our right-hand side here. So we'll leave that as it is, and we'll focus on the left. So very similarly, we want to combine the terms underneath this square root to one single expression. So we rewrite 1 as 1 divided by 1, and we'll multiply the top and bottom here by 16. So our left-hand side is now 9 divided by 16 plus 16 divided by 16. So combining those together, we get the square root of 25 over 16. So 25 and 16 are both perfect squares. We know that the square root of 25 will give us 5, and the square root of 16 is 4. So this is our left-hand side here. So we've confirmed that the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side, and therefore x equals minus 3/8 is in fact a solution.